So, 3 more. Happy versus LawLiet first. We have our 3 maps concluded. It is what's the map name again? Shallow Grave. Shallow Grave. We got Autumn Leaves and we got Last Refuge as well. A little bit of a recap what happened for these guys in the bracket. Happy was of course the top seed, had a good start against Craft and Labyrinth, and then the unthinkable happened. Hawk threw him down to the lower bracket where he had a stellar start versus Sock today. LawLiet also had a very good start, 2-1 versus Spiral, 2-0 versus X-Rod. That was the most impressive I've seen yet. So LawLiet eliminating the Germans, then being thrown down by Focus. Good start against Colorful as well, 2-0. So both players today undefeated, and now they meet again. The rematch of the War3Champions Season 6 semi-final, kicking it off on Shallow Grave.
So, what do you think about this map, Remo Demo? You like it? Think it's good?
I'm not casting.
This matchup?
F you.
Oh, is it Neo? Well, Remo, what do you think? And then Neo, what do you think? How about that?
I like this map a lot. I think it's very well made. I think it's beautiful. And I'm looking forward to seeing it more in the future.
There we go. Neo, what do you think?
Absolutely.
Is it good? Is it balanced? Do you like it?
There's a beach. I love it. Yeah, I spent most of my summer at the beach. You know me. I got the beach body. I got the tan. I don't know why Remo is laughing of this, but all right.
Do you have like turtles with you guys' names on it, like Tide Hunters? I think it's Tide Hunters that has Neo and Remo on it, the turtles. I don't know if you guys are aware of that even. Maybe you are.
And then they removed it.
Wait, they got rid of those?
Yeah.
Maybe because I complained because I wanted my own turtle as well. Maybe I was at fault there.
No, I think it was an extra model thingy, like a custom unit, and then it was no official Blizzard map anymore, and something like that. A little bit of a bummer, but man, this match and the remaining matches coming up are not bummers at all. Happy on the upper left-hand side, opening with the DK and Ghouls. On the other side, we got LawLiet from Korea, of course, with the Demon Hunter opening.
Yeah, I think it's interesting, Demon Hunter, because of course, Warden is obvious that you need to really know the map very well to know where to creep, to know where your Ancient War positioning is, to know what you can creep well multitask harassing. So it's obvious you're not going to go Warden on a map you're not familiar with. And then Keeper is also kind of similar. You need to know, you need to be able to get an expansion up for sure to play Keeper. Whereas Demon Hunter, you can play at one base, you can play more free-flowing style. You definitely don't want to get surrounded though, regardless of the starting hero, and actually Happy gonna lock it in. Maybe he can fight his way out. It is level 2. One ghoul gonna pay the price, but well worth a town portal. But yeah, Demon Hunter, you can much more play a free-flowing style. So I think that's why LawLiet decided to go with the Demon Hunter. But the Demon Hunter without a town portal now, Neil.
Yeah, it looked like if he kills this one ghoul, he might be able to break free. He wanted to break free, like Freddie Mercury, but no.
I want to break free. Well done. Well done.
But yeah, somehow the hitboxes were closer together than the game suggested, so the Demon Hunter still stuck in that. He was a tanky Demon Hunter with the gauntlets, with the ring, with evasion. Still not enough, and now his Ancient is getting slaughtered there as well. No archer reinforcements. That's a rough start for LawLiet.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, and he, of most Night Elves, he's the best with these Ancient Wars too, so he would love to keep that alive to creep up what could be a Panda, a Naga. Even the Demon Hunter gained to level 3 with that Ancient War. Quite unfortunate, and there, you know, there's a lot of difficult creep camps. The expansion's not too easy. Of course, that lab you could creep with that Ancient War, so now it's going to be just green camps for this Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter has boots, however, though, so can maybe find himself another ghoul kill. If he is able to find 2-3 ghoul kills, you know, he's already gotten one. Maybe this early game could be remedied, but for now, Happy's definitely in the driver's seat.
That's tough, man. You won't have so much control as you would have with a high-leveled Keeper, where you can entangle and threaten a couple of kills here and there. How do you get level 3 and struggle to see a good mid-game for the Night Elf?
Yeah, it's going to be difficult. I mean, he can go for a Naga and try to pressure. Maybe that's what he's going to go for now. Yeah, it will be a Naga, of course. The Panda would make sense if he still had that Ancient War alive and he could creep it immediately. But with the Naga, maybe he can creep a little bit more aggressively, deny that level 3, and Happy actually going for a Naga himself. I mean, I feel like this is very unorthodox for Happy.
Yeah, we have to ask Remo because he's obsessed with Happy and sees every single game that he ever plays. But this is news to me. Like against Foggy, it's of course a very different game with the Keeper opening and the big tier 3 fights. But yeah, Remo Demo, do we have some insights about this DK Ghoul Naga play?
This has been popular against Demon Hunter for quite a while. If the Night Elf is playing on one base, you can pressure quite a bit here, even try to creep. As long as the Demon Hunter isn't level 3, with a level 2 mana burn, the Naga can do a lot of damage early, but Happy here playing it a bit unconventional, going for creeping rather with his Naga.
Yeah, weird. Maybe he was trying to look for a creep jack and then just said, whatever, I'll just creep anyway. But yeah, LawLiet, if he can get Demon Hunter level 3 before the first sort of fight, the Naga is suddenly much less effective. But of course, it still scales to the late game. You have that Coil Fork Lightning Nova combination later on, which is very strong, especially against a Demon Hunter that needs to get in range for those mana burns. So it definitely scales. And it was always the standard choice back in the day when Demon Hunter was much more common as a starting hero, so nothing too weird. It's not as though he went like, Fire Lord second.
This
What's up?
Demon Hunter.
This Demon Hunter has 6 boots. Where's he putting all those boots?
What is? Oh my god.
Well, it's like 3, right? Oh no, it's actually
3 pairs.
3 pairs. Yeah, it says not boot of Keltalas, but boots. Yeah, 6. And heavy. And that.
Dude, he's got the summer collection, bro. Fuck yeah.
No cursing, Remo. We get demonetized on YouTube. This Demon Hunter is packing a punch, man. This is an absolute beast, especially with the Cold Arrow coming in. Good opportunity for LawLiet, resulting in a double kill right away, and prevents Happy from creeping further.
Well, the archers caught a little bit out by the creeps. Only one will go down, so it could have gone a lot worse. All the archers, in fact, could have gone down. Okay, a second gonna be found by Happy. But this pressure from the Naga, not too bad if you can lower the numbers of ghouls. It makes that tier 3 timing with Frenzy quite a bit worse, but Happy seemed to go a lot of ghouls. Is this 1, 2, 3, 4? This is 8 ghouls. He already lost 3. He went for 11 ghouls in total this game, so that's quite a few, actually.
Yeah, that's massive. I mean, if you don't face a panda, it's hard to take them out in masses. Fork Lightning does help. Demon Hunter right-clicks and stuff helps as well. But I agree, man. I think it's one of the most important things for a Night Elf in the mid game. Try to take out 1, 2, 3 ghouls, and this is there was a great creep check by LawLiet, seeing his power spike with the strong Demon Hunter with that timing, and now everything goes a little down.
Look at what item he got, Neo. Look at the item on the DK. Guess what he got?
The DK? Yeah.
Greater mana, as always.
I mean, what else?
You got a mana potion, bro.
Yeah, I don't know why you even mentioned that. I mean, everybody knows that Happy always finds the big mana potion, without exception.
It's uncanny. Just uncanny.
I mean, the Demon Hunter's got pretty good items, too. Let's be fair here. Once he gets that orb on him, he's going to be... I mean, he can't really soak any of the nukes. I mean, he would love to rune bracers if possible.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're all getting good items, that would be ideal. But still, I mean, the Demon Hunter is going to be quite the carry later on. And he's going to go for the red camp. Can he do this with the army he has? Maybe just the item.
Doesn't look too hot. I mean, there's Reju, which is basically invulnerability. And the Demon Hunter seems to have the damage. Much. I mean, yeah, it just heals so much that damage can be neglected. There we go. What's he got?
Oh my God.
More agility.
Oh,
yeah,
geez.
baby.
Plus 17 agi. Excusez-moi? What's going on?
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. And he can get an orb soon as well. Holy hell.
Gotta be careful with that bear. Ooh. Getting the aggro away from him by attacking his own Naga. Book of the Dead should be dealt with relatively easy. Happy at 50, creeping up further once that level 2 aura. Naga got level 2 Fork Lightning. LawLiet's still a little behind. Would love that level 2 evasion on top of all that armor and the rejuve. Demon Hunter needs to be as tanky as possible, and Fork Lightning needs to be unlocked on level 2.
Oh, one archer almost going down to the creeps. That would have been the second archer claimed by the mercenary camps on this map, but it will be saved for now. The archers could be very important, just as important as the ghouls could be in these first initial big fights for that extra damage. And one mana stealing not as good as that greater mana, of course. Very unfortunate for LawLiet that the consumables can be so impactful. Okay, he's just gonna kill that archer. I guess screw me, whatever. The archers aren't important, LawLiet, whatever. And he's gonna have plenty of Dryads, a lot of anti-air, but both players going to reach their 50 supply armies. The heroes do favor Happy slightly, and of course he has a third hero, so overall he's gonna have the stronger army once all the units are traded out.
This looks like a little bit of a power spike here for Happy. He goes for a Temple of the Damned already. Demon Hunter getting surrounded again. Oh, almost. He's so slow. He's so slow.
Oh, no.
Naga is in with the staff. Whew, that could have been game.
He does eat up quite a bit of the mana in doing that, and LawLiet, of course, has to do this. He has to preempt the fights with mana burns, with forcing nukes on the Demon Hunter. Doesn't want to lose his Demon Hunter for this, but he's definitely got to get at least another mana burn and a forced coil out before he engages in it. This Death Knight has so many coils currently, so he's got to wait.
That Demon Hunter has plus 36 damage.
That's actually crazy with the roar. My God, and the attack speed is crazy too.
And of course, the damage of the orb comes on top, the poison. That is sick.
150 damage per attack or something like that.
Is that even legal? I don't think it is.
It depends on the country, I guess, but here on Shallow Grave, it absolutely is. Expansion attempt by LawLiet, and contest happy for the red spot too. It's good time bot.
Yeah, and he's still forcing mana here and there, but the Naga's really the only one suffering from these mana burns, as it seems. Might even eat another one. It's the only one in range currently. So yeah, Happy still definitely, in terms of mana, ready to fight. LawLiet gonna snag another creep. He mentioned that level 2 evasion later, and he might get it in one more kill. Oh, mana burn. LawLiet gonna force a coil, but he's gonna get the item. Did Happy grab the item, by the way?
No, it was a Medallion of Courage going to the Naga. Another DK in trouble. Coils one more. But this looks like a TP to me, so everybody just follow me. Book of the Dead summoned as well. That was 2 items gone, plus the big red one going to LawLiet.
Yeah, the bear was saved at the back. 1 Dryad fell to the Book of the Dead that was used, but not the end of the world because the expansion's coming up. And the Medallion of Courage, also a great item for the Naga. More strength, more intelligence, can't complain with that. And he got the level 4. Happy immediately running aggressive again across the map, but the Death Knight is still quite low.
Oh my
the level
God,
4 is going to help.
Anti-tome plus 2.
46 agi. Is that the most agi we've ever seen?
Well, you haven't seen me on the track, Remo, but in-game wise, for sure.
Getting up there, man. Holy. And yeah, I want to see with the roar. It's going to be a couple points higher than it once was. I mean, he could even go buy a circlet now, too. How about that? Why not LawLiet?
I would rather see an Invo Potion or a Heal Scroll or something, but yeah. Oh, starts the creep. Little unfortunate. Happy is right around the corner. We still don't have a TP. Oh, we do have a TP on the Naga. That's big. LawLiet at 50. Happy at 50. Torn between the expansion and the army is the Russian. This is more experience for the Korean here. Mana Stone. Decent for the Naga. But good damage on the bears, but also good staff.
This is so much time bought for LawLiet, and he forces a Coil Fork Lightning. He's going to lose 1 bear, but that's the Death Knight completely out of mana before that greater mana pot. Gets 1 bear for his troubles, but if LawLiet heals up and gets ready to defend this expansion... Oh, the expansion is not... I think this is...
The Skelly killed the bear!
Yep.
XD!
Yep.
Oh
Skelly killed the bear. Expo is not entangling because it was nighttime and the vision just wasn't there. There's no nature's blessing. This might just be a kick, but okay. LawLiet wants to fight, wants to defend, but I guess Happy can just right-click this.
He had 1 coil left. He's still got the greater mana available. The expansion, the calculation's definitely on point for Happy. He's gonna get out another town portal. The Fiend even saved at the end of the Banshee tech to follow this up. All right, this is going pretty well for Happy. I mean, the items are good for LawLiet, but yeah, as soon as Happy runs out of mana, he's just out of there. And now, you know what? The next fight is going to be full mana on all these undead heroes.
And no wisps near the Expo, not entangling, no nature's blessing. Too fragile if there's still ghouls around and if there's still so much damage against buildings. We need a little bit of a miracle play for LawLiet. Happy now. With Banshees even. Does he have Master? He does have Master. Going up to 4. He could reach with the Fork Lightning, I guess. But these bears could all be undead soon.
Yeah, he only has a single staff currently, so these two bears, at least one of them could fall to the Banshees. We do have an Ancient of Winds, so Fairy Dragons could be a possibility. LawLiet also trying to secure that expansion yet again, sending Wisp across the map. Now he's going to see... Actually, the Banshees are pretty far in the back, so he hasn't perhaps seen the Banshees yet. I don't think he scouted the main base. Now he's going to see them and realize that he's got to make some changes to the army composition.
Demon Hunter again, threatened of being surrounded. Naga has to turn around. Is the staff ready? Yep. Threatened here again, though. Man, look at the misses! Unbelievable! So much damage. TP is on the Naga. Fork Lightning on the Lich. Will he try this? There's no coil currently. He has to pop the potion if he wants to. And another bear. No, actually, might get out here. Weird.
Let's get possessed. Okay, roar on the undead army now. The Lich is so low this entire time. Could have eaten a Fork Lightning. A couple of ghouls going to go down. A Dryad also going to fall. The Demon Hunter is back with full health, but the bear has yet to roar. I think he actually has Mark of the Claw on that bear when he got stolen. So he should be able to roar the whole army. Another bear. No, there's so many bears now for Happy.
67 versus 44. LawLiet not ready for the possession. Maybe something that he doesn't face too often on ladder. Trying to go for hippos now, but Happy has the web ready. This won't work. And the Demon Hunter, the most powerful Demon Hunter of probably all time, will not carry this. Engine of Wind down as well. How do you even catch up? He's fighting his own units. This is rough.
Anti-magic. Anti-magic on the units. He has yet to actually roar. The expansion is trying to be saturated by LawLiet. LawLiet, who is still somehow 50 supply, but it's a 20 supply advantage for Happy. Happy, who's not even looking to expand. He's just looking to continue to push. Needs a little bit more mana, though. He's got no mana on any of his heroes. No town portal. He used that greater mana already, so he's got to wait a little while, or else he maybe risks, you know, losing a few too many units, overextending. But he's still got a much stronger army, of course, and he's still got plenty of mana on at least a couple of Banshees, so more possession is a possibility.
And a unit that can't be possessed is Mountain Giants, and this is what LawLiet is trying to go for. Oh boy. That's a Hail Mary if I ever saw one. And of course, Dryads as well, but let's see if these bears will once again change sides. Happy's army is just so huge.
Oh, 2 mana burn there. The coil did find its target. The Moonwells at the expansion are going to fall. That's not going to supply block LawLiet, and it will at least buy some time. Banshee's again being focused. LawLiet's very good in these situations where he has to buy time, where he has to defend at home. He's finding some trades. He definitely needs a lot of time because he's still waiting for a Mountain Giant to be produced. If he's able to get, say, 2 Mountain Giants out before he loses this expansion, sure, he can hold, but it's a long road to there.
Yeah, potion committed, the heal potion, but only has to nuke this Lich one more, and then there's no mana anymore. Happy was using that potion before. Lord, but these bears, man, they are melting away. But mana is indeed an issue. Statues are empty. Heroes are empty. Banshees are empty. So LawLiet holding this.
Mountain Giant's about to be out. He's got a very low bear and Dryad towards the main base, using the last of the Moonwell mana. And that's the unfortunate thing about him going Mountain Giants right now, is he doesn't have those fresh bears to have the double rejuve on his heroes, on the bear, on the Dryad. So that's actually hurting his defense here. But now he's got the Mountain Giant. We're back to one base. The main base is 1,200 gold, 2 minutes of mining left over, and then the Tree of Eternity could walk over. But LawLiet still doesn't have a strong enough army, it seems, against these bears especially. And let's point out, bears are the counter to Mountain Giants. So, you know, until those are dead, Happy doesn't need abominations or anything.
Yeah, this is kind of weird, man. These expansions never paid off, really. How long?
I don't even know what he mined.
True. Yeah, barely. And, I mean, now LawLiet is supply blocked, actually. And we have Roar. Ooh, +8 on the Fiends. That's sweet. +13 on the Lich.
A town is under siege.
Yeah, he's low on mana on the bear, but he has a rejuve, and, you know, the Death Knight once was quite low when Happy had to back out, but if that happens again, he's just going to be able to heal the Death Knight up again. No issue at all. 58 against 79, and Happy's probably just going to wait till the gold mine's out, wait for the Tree of Eternity to move over, and then take a fight up 20 supply, and that's probably going to be the nail in the coffin. It's going to be very difficult for LawLiet to find a way to get ahead.
Expo coming left-hand side. 2 Mountain Giants. Open battlefield. Gets the curse immediately. Doesn't really do too much, as Mountain Giants do barely any damage. That's what the Demon Hunter is here for. But can't really connect. Trying to burn catches so many hits over and over.
There's so many Banshees. Like, all the Wisps are gonna have to be pulled. The only way LawLiet could possibly win a fight, it would be to get a money detonate with every Wisp he has in his base on these Banshees, because there's definitely enough mana and Banshees to steal every single bear away from LawLiet. LawLiet, who only has 1 staff still, and it's on cooldown. So yeah, he's gonna need money detonates now that the main bases are running dry.
This is the most Banshees I've ever seen in my life.
Really? TED used to go mass Banshees back in the day against Orcs sometimes, but it's probably been about 10 years for me.
Oh boy. Demon Hunter again in trouble. It's another staff, yeah. TD also played Banshees against the Muslim, and oh, there we go, another possession. Stole a human worker and built a shop for clarities and stuff. One of my favorite games.
True.
From the Intel Extreme Masters Chengdu 2009. Shout out to Ted and to the Muslim. Pretty sure he remembers this game as vividly as I do. But okay, we got the fairies now, we got the Mountain Giants up front, but we need an absolute miracle for LawLiet to take this home.
Yeah, there's 4 bears as well, and I'll say it again, they do hard counter Mountain Giants, as weird as this is to see in this sort of a matchup. The staff is being used to save the Dryads, but the Tree of Eternity is trying to walk over. And even if all the bears go down, there's still a massive undead army behind this. LawLiet is, he would need to get double level 6 right now to hold on, I'm afraid. But he's trying his best.
Headline for this match is all your bears belong to us. No chance at all. Oh my god.
It is nighttime though. Moonwells replenishing, Banshees, undead heroes getting lower on mana, and the Tree of Eternity is entangling, but let's not forget that Happy also expanded at the perfect time to ensure that they're at least even on economy. And he's getting more statues because both of his statues, or at least 2 of 3 of them, or all 3 actually out, all 3 are bone dry.
Yeah, if the Demon Hunter can burn a little bit, maybe can do something. Naga level 4 still has a lot of Fork Lightning, but it feels like Happy has had enough. He wants to go for the big push. Still LawLiet not mining. It is once more a perfect timing for Happy. So do we have Wisp for Detonate?
He's got some in his base. He definitely could pull them. He's got 700 lumber. He's got, I think, about 5 or 6 Wisps in his main base that he has yet to use at all. Especially now that there's, I think, there is a single Nova. Now there's no Nova. He could bring them, but it might be too late. The Demon Hunter is just always half HP. He can never get the right clicks in that is really supposed to be the carry right now for LawLiet.
And the bears tear this tree apart. How ironic. Siege Bears turned against the Night Elves. That's the last bit of hope for LawLiet. Can never catch up in supply, facing his own units over and over and over. If he builds new units, he's getting stolen anyway. And the Demon Hunter is not the force that this inventory suggests. A little bit of repair coming in, but it's just nothing dying.
Yeah, he can't Fork Lightning even to finish off any units, because the only things that aren't anti-magic shield right now are the Banshees. The Banshees are always well positioned. The bears are always in the front. And every bear that's been possessed this game is still alive.
Yeah, that's
You
super
can't
sick.
coil those bad boys either.
Can you use Rejuve though?
True, that's
Which,
where you can't,
does
you can't,
help.
which he's doing right now. Yeah,
Man,
it always
bears
helps.
and statues are a nasty combo. So much healing going on at all times. Happy, of course, no stranger to the Night Elf race. I think you won an ESL Cup with Night Elf or something, at least semi-final. I think you won one, and that is game indeed. Happy takes Shallow Grave.
With a new school style, LawLiet here rotating back to the old style. No Keeper, no Expo, just one base Demon Hunter and one base versus one base against Happy. That's a rough task. Happy the innovator. He's been incorporating more and more Banshees into his play, and they are very effective against bears. I still haven't seen the best counter against Banshees from Night Elf in the late game yet. I think on paper it might be Archers, but nobody's doing it. I might be wrong. But the Banshees here looking so good. You mentioned it. Bears plus statues. Oh, baby. And some anti-magic shell on top. It is pretty damn crazy. Shout out, by the way, to one of our subs in chat who in the middle of the game said, well, another classic bear mirror. That was very good.
Good news.
And Happy, looking large and in charge again today. Oh my goodness, is he playing ever so flawless?
We have a lot of subs coming in, everybody. Thank you so much for the continuous support. Benzin Mogul, 2-year resub. That's a long time. Bata for the 1-year resub. Always a great show. Thank you, Thofir, for the 10 gifted subs. It's been a while, but thank you so much. Pookser, 11 month. Big Gamers United. Steh mal auf with the prime sub. Thofir with a single sub as well. Back to Warcraft will be remembered as the ones who saved this wonderful game. Beautiful. Zeronimo with the 8-month resub. Burrow Rush with the 100 bits. That is indeed lovely, everybody. We move on to map number 2. That is match points for Happy, who would then get the rematch versus Hawk in the lowest final. And Carson's dream grand final still possible with Focus waiting in the grands.
That was it felt like we see this so often in, you know, Europe Cups and stuff like that with Happy, where he plays games and it feels like, you know, watching it from the perspective of his opponent, like, what are you supposed to do? Which we saw a lacking of when Happy played Hawk. There seemed to be, you know, openings to take the lead, but in this last game, like, what was LawLiet supposed to do? At no stage was he able to fight. At no stage was he not just running around. His expansions were immediately killed with the perfect timing, even though they weren't canceled. They were literally killed. Like, this is the Happy we know. Like, what are you supposed to do to beat this guy? It's just so difficult. I mean, maybe go to Keeper, maybe try Warden. The same strat versus same strat. I don't see what LawLiet could do.
Yeah, I'm not too sure either, but he better comes up with a fast solution here. Maybe if he holds this expansion better, if he's not positioning it too far away from the gold mine, if he has Wisp there, if he has Nature's Blessing, of course, you have to cut into something else then. Maybe it's fewer bears or not enough dryads then, or whatever. This RTS blanket can't cover it all. And yes, I do love that metaphor. I also do love that we get more action here on the Back to Warcraft stream. 8,000 viewers, everybody! And more Warcraft.
Hype.
Are you creating your own echo? Hype.
I should get some effects. Maybe get a nice reverb from my mic. Maybe get an echo. Yeah, get a nice delay. That'd be cool. I mean,
we should cast an auto tune.
That would be pretty cool. Like, we could try that out, maybe. You know, do like a show match with it or something. Why not?
Love it. And then we get Night End on the cast.
Solid.
That is all balanced.
Well, we do have Night End on the cast. Welcome, buddy. Not on Trovo today.
Prolo.live/nightend.
Everybody knows. And LawLiet, once again going for the Demon Hunter. This seems to be his weapon of choice here. No Keeper, no Warden. Maybe it is due to the ping situation. Of course, the Korean slightly disadvantaged here. Makes it easier to micro, maybe. It's a little more sturdy than the Keeper.
Yeah, I've seen at least ladder. The most success that I've seen these Korean, Night Elves, LawLiet mostly, and Moon, of course, have against Happy, it's always been with Demon Hunter. Like, Moon almost, from the games I've seen, exclusively plays Demon Hunter against Happy. He plays the Keeper sort of foggy style on occasion, of course, with the very fast expansion. But a lot of the time it is Demon Hunter, for Moon especially, and LawLiet sort of follows in those footsteps here. So, it definitely could work. It's definitely strong. It's not the standard that we're used to seeing, at least when we see Happy play. We're so used to this Keeper style or sometimes the Warden.
Yeah,
Demon Hunter is good. It's just the details I'm not too clear on exactly, what you're supposed to do. What is your win condition? It's not the 2-base, which is so obvious with Keeper. It's got to be something else. It's got to be some other X factor.
Yeah, and this is something I kind of touched on in game 1. If you don't have the Keeper and can't dominate that mid game, I don't know how you're supposed to get that expo up without that being in a lot of danger. Happy knows all the timings. Happy knows how to keep the ghouls alive early, especially when there's no entangle. It is quite tricky indeed. Shop creep early. That's something. Haven't seen before.
Yeah, kind of cool. You can get the nice items for your Lich. This will be the second potential Lich item for the Death Knight, so you like to see it. The Demon Hunter going to get some more tanky items. Yet again, no agility this time around. He's going to have some more health, just like he did in the last game. And Double Gloves of Haste, can't complain with that, especially if Happy goes for that Naga again on tier 2. Double Gloves, he even buys a Circlet too.
Yeah,
again, prioritizing the items like he always does, and going for the consumable. This is a cool creep route from Happy.
This could be so powerful. It's definitely level 3 guaranteed. The damage is all of the skeletons who expire anyway, so that's fine. And then he's gonna pounce. Maybe even with, like, Aura 2 would be nuts, but could see that. To just wreck all the archers.
Oh, greater heal. The Wisp scouts the creeping. The Demon Hunter close to level 3, but not quite there. The Death Knight is lucky enough to get his level 3. The Demon Hunter gonna go for the harass. There's a lot of poison on a lot of ghouls, but I'm afraid the Demon Hunter might not be able to secure any of these. He finds one ghoul this low, but last game he got surrounded right away. This game might not be any different if Happy is on point here.
Ooh, how good are the dribbling skills of the Korean? Okay, looks good. Distracts quite a bit. Archers find the skeletons once again. Great scouting, great skeleton usage. Never wastes them. Close to level 3 Demon Hunter, but not there yet. Graveyard and Ziggurat coming up in time for Happy. Ooh, Demon Hunter? Okay, not threaten this around this time.
He's so close to level 3. He would love to... He has to kind of creep one of the greens, but if we notice where the greens are in relation to where the archers are, it's difficult to sort of get there to maybe solo creep this demon to level 3. He's got to move a lot. The Naga now going to come out, the Ancient War. This time around, luckily for LawLiet, not killed. So he's going to be able to do this Ancient War creeping. This is really a lot that he was missing last game, right? Like, he didn't have this. He wasn't able to power creep as easily. He instead had to pressure, and he only got a couple of ghoul kills for it. So maybe this is the X factor LawLiet needs. He needs the early levels.
Ooh, and Wand of the Wind, love that. Dispel is far away. You need the coils to keep the units alive, but also experience massive. Happy is coming in for the creep jack with the Naga again. And this is one archer dead. This is 2 archers dead. Trying to focus here. Can't go for the TP at the moment thanks to Wand of the Wind, but the potion was transferred before. Now LawLiet finds himself in a situation where his own Naga is getting slaughtered. Not even the ghoul dies. And the mid game again is Happy's.
Yeah, he can't even go for the counter kill because it would have just taken too long. He burns all the mana away from the Naga of Happy, but Happy gets away, and there'll soon be statues too to help out that Naga. And let's not forget the archers that fell as well. Double lore tier 3 tech Naga coming back from the altar for LawLiet, but he might lose another archer here. There's dust, there's aura, there's going to be a coil in quite a while, but maybe he can keep chasing and find another kill. Demon Hunter trying to find the kill on that Naga at last, but it has a potion for Happy, and the Halls of the Dead will protect the Naga as well as that Nerubian Tower, so LawLiet really not going to find any trade kills.
That's rough. And what do you do now? You don't have anything to creep with anymore. Archers almost all dead. Naga finally back, but there's no momentum for LawLiet anymore. Absolutely nothing. Happy can go to the second consumable, which will then be the big mana potion. And he's just getting ready. Tier 3 was quite delayed. Okay. That is definitely faster for LawLiet. But that's the only thing he has going for him.
Yeah, the Death Knight even found one more kill on the archer with that coil. LawLiet soon to be tier 3, but like you said, he's got really nothing to creep with. No archers, no Ancient War any longer. He can maybe go to... I don't even know what he can go to. Can he creep the lab? Can he creep his corner expansion? Can he creep a red? I don't think he can creep any of those until he has bears out with rejuvenation, which are still a whiles away. He's going to go maybe for the lab here, which he might be able to snag item at least, which is a nice find. But Happy's going to be creeping so much faster. He gets the second consumable. He gets the Wand mana steal, and he's going to probably creep away the entire corner, even the shop for more Lich items.
Oh man, yeah, Lich is coming in a bit, will take some time. And LawLiet is finding a way to creep by using a lot of HP on the Demon Hunter, who is tanky. That's kind of fine. So we mask an item that, yeah, it's more Fork Lightning, but not what you want, really. Auras would have been the dream, especially Devotion. And Master Bears are coming now, but what do you do with that? You can't really attack the base, you're just gonna die. Oh, wait. Happy. He's not killing the horse. This is the first time he lets it live.
A player's forces are under attack.
You know, interesting. It does take a little while, I suppose, to kill. It's got more health than a critter. But, yeah, weird, Happy. He's going to get another ring. That's actually, he got a ring from the shop as well. Bought a circlet, by the way, from the shop, the second one. Forced into the town portal, but not without stealing some experience away. And this could be crucial experience to get 4-3 on the LawLiet side, which is something he was also lacking in the last game. So he's going to, maybe he can go towards the red. Again, I would say it would be ambitious, but he proved me wrong on Shallow Grave. So maybe this is the choice.
He's a master at creeping, so I wouldn't mind. He needs to catch up in experience. Happy clearly ahead. And he's creeping the upper left-hand side. There's 2 greens, and then he's on the way to the red anyway. That means that he's on the upper left-hand side of the map, so LawLiet decides to expand in the bottom right, and maybe Happy is not ready. Pulls out the golem, and is indeed blocking a little bit. Shows us a way to creep this, maybe.
Yeah, gonna take a little damage, not the end of the world. Didn't eat any claps or anything like that, and it's alright. He gets a Cloak of Flames, which is actually a pretty good item, especially with the ghouls still being high in numbers, and soon to be high in numbers with Frenzy as well. So that's gonna be nice if he can keep this Demon Hunter alive, which proved to be difficult last game, certainly.
Yeah, I agree. It won't be the biggest impact for the late game, but especially for when the ghouls are alive and they maybe push the bottom right for the first time, or into the main for the first time. This Cloak of Flames adds a ton of damage. And it looks like that LawLiet is contesting the second red spot. Everything's lining up to this fight right here.
Yeah, what's the army like? The Lich, of course, is waiting for the gold for the orb, and then Happy will have his ultimate army. He even surrounds one of those wolves. Okay, the creeping begins. Is LawLiet ready here? Can he contest this, actually? He is expanding, so this is all bought time for him. He's happy to do so, but can he actually win the fight?
Lich is not here. That means Orb is not here. And that means the army is a lot weaker. But okay. Instant redo. That was nice, but the Adept Bear coming in. Needs to morph, of course. Can he take out the ghouls? But so far, it looks like all the damage comes from Happy. Here was a nice Fork Lightning. 1 ghoul down, 2, 3 about to follow. But here's the Lich in the Orb of Corruption, and this bear just melts.
Yeah, so far, better kills for LawLiet, but soon he's going to lose a whole lot. Staffs out 1 bear, loses another one. He managed to kill a bunch of ghouls. I believe he lost a Dryad as well, but the Lich Novas are finding some impact. The staff's going to be on cooldown for quite a while. Yeah, this bear's going to fall as well. The statue being burnt away. The statue actually quite low on mana itself. 1 Fiend falls. The bear, is it going to live? No, I don't believe it will. Even if it was perfectly microed, I think it still dies. The Dryad dies as well. The Lich getting quite low. Town Portal going to have to be passed. No, Potion passed. All the heroes out of mana, but LawLiet out of units.
Can the Demon Hunter dominate this fight? He's trying hero focus, but it's seemingly not worth it. Naga has to be evacuated. Dryads are coming in for a little bit of crowd control. We do have no more coils here. Fork Lightning again, but maybe on the cost of her own death. Has to go for the TP, and Happy, as so often, saves everything, at least for now.
Oh.
Demon Hunter's chasing. 1 more hit.
Could mana burn and get the kill now, but he wants to do it without using that. So he does get the counter kill. 1 Dryad fell during the TP, but another Dryad is still here. He's slowing the Lich now. Lich has a potion of invulnerability, but there's not going to be a coil for a while, especially with that mana burn. LawLiet
So
finding
efficient.
some trades here at least, but he still, I think, lost more than he killed if you exclude that Naga kill.
Take a look. That was a big loss for Happy, of course. Level 3 hero worth a ton. Both players now with an expansion up. Happy still has to saturate this. LawLiet this time with 5 wisps immediately. Things are evening out again. They leave each other alone. LawLiet brave fights. But is that gonna be so successful? We still have that one charge of Wand of the Wind. We do have a Destroyer to spell against it, but it could always be the X factor to delay that coil for just a second. LawLiet plays a little bit like he played against X-Lord with another expansion coming up. These bases spread like shrooms, contesting the red spot as well.
Yeah, it seems like Happy forgot about the red for a second. I feel like he could have immediately ran over and got it as soon as the town portal came in, or as soon as the Demon Hunter got out of there. But there, of course, you cannot coil this Granite Golem, so if LawLiet commits in, although he may take some losses, he'll be able to get it, but I don't think it's worth it. Two bears are already very low. Fork Lightning on the Lich could be forced into the potion of vulnerability.
Oh, the bears.
The Dryad's out of position. The bears are all low. The Fiends are getting low too, and there's not a lot of mana on the Death Knight. The Staff Out is nice. And LawLiet finds some counter kills. One Fiend at least is nice. The Ghouls are back. There's a lot of Destroyers in the air, though. We're going to need Hippogriff soon.
3 Destros already. That's very, very heavy air. All out of mana. Don't do any more damage, but they did their job. They took care of the bears early on, so they're not part of the fight. Lich evacuates as well. It's going to be home soon. The bear fall with the free reign of the Destroyers. Nothing can stop them, really. And the Naga's back.
Yeah, a lot of Dryads being produced. Now the Demon Hunter a little bit out of position. There's Coil level 3 now. Uh-oh. Potion of Vulnerability, Mana Burn. The Naga's almost back. Okay, Staff on the other Naga. The Lich buys a potion, Mana Potion of Healing, is going to meet up with the rest of the army. Happy consistently tends to fly ahead and might continue to be ahead as he catches out 2 more bears.
Ouch.
The Naga just has to find a Cold Arrow, and that's going to be another kill.
Yeah, I just don't see any mistakes by Happy, really. He's not giving LawLiet anything, who's fighting brave, but this expansion yet has to entangle and then pay off, and then you might go up to 100 supply. That is so many ifs. The Destroyer, okay, Orb of Venom, kicking in. Staff off cooldown. We do finally have the double staff, which is so important. Armor's in the air, staff use, and that Demon Hunter is safe.
I was worried for a second LawLiet didn't realize there was a potion of mana on the Death Knight, but of course he did. An excellent staff, and again I say, are we going to see Ancient of Winds? Okay, there they are, just as I say, double Ancient of Wind on the way, and that's going to be the counter to the Destroyers up in the air. Although there are plenty of Dryads currently, I think LawLiet could still be in fighting shape if he can keep his heroes healthy, but Hood of Cunning will find its way to the Death Knight. And, Coil Nova will find its way, and there's no Town Portal, so Staff Out is forced to be used. Now there's no TP, though, for LawLiet here.
2 ghouls, alright, but if you trade 2 ghouls for a bear, that's definitely worth it. A little bit of healing on the Fiend, that's safe, and the bears, man, they're gonna be extinct. No animal protection here at all. LawLiet is trying his best to kite with the Dryads, slow down, but there's always a connection. There's always damage, and the bears, they're not as dominant as they want to be. Not casting Roar all the time, not casting Reach all the time, not threatening this expansion at all, because they're just in low numbers.
Okay, Happy now knows he's now going to try to knock down this expansion. It has not yet paid for itself. It's mined actually a decent amount from the wisps that were here previously, but it will fall down. I don't think LawLiet has much chance to hold on here, especially with only pure Dryad right now. He doesn't have a ton of mana, but he's got enough supply to hold. That's a good Fork Lightning, but the Naga has to be careful on the side of LawLiet. Burrow is here. Coil is met with a potion as well. 2 Fiends getting quite low. Is there Dust of Appearance, by the way? I don't think there is.
The heal scroll.
The statues are going to heal everything up, and the expansion might be saved for at least now.
Is it, though? Trying to punch through. The staffs are on cooldown now. This is time for Happy to kill, but the mana burns are really, really, really good. LawLiet has played this Demon Hunter before, that's for sure. And it's so far mostly the bears falling, which is always good experience, of course. Hippos coming. No Nature's Blessing again. Very limited wisps. Can he hold this?
Well, he's trying to find a hero kill, perhaps. Wand of the Wind used to deny that orb. Deny actually the potion pass, but it was dispelled and the potion was passed regardless. TP gonna have to be passed. All right, LawLiet finds the way out. He finds the hero focus option, and that can continue to be an option for the Korean, honestly. And now he's going to have Hippogriffs up in the air. He's up economically, and Happy might try to push again, but he could also just try to expand again.
Man, what a game again. We get Abominations and Disease Cloud. We're gonna have some meat in front. Damage for the Fiends is 2-0. That's fine, but not overwhelming yet. And LawLiet, how long can you mine from 3 bases? Main base at 2,000. Is it time for a second orb maybe on the Naga, or is Frost Arrow still the better choice?
I think second orb is good if the supplies reach even, which they're close to, 64 against 69. But when hero focus is still the only sort of option for LawLiet to get happy out of his face, I think the cold arrow makes sense for now, but definitely in the future, if he can hold this expansion, which it doesn't look likely at this stage, it would be great. Yeah. But 62, he's got hippogriffs, but there's too many fiends currently for the hippogriffs to have impact.
He waits for another run of production. Trying to get up to 62, but Happy is not allowing this. Demon Hunter in trouble. Staff out. Moonjuice not looking too great. One of them is filled, but the mana's also low, so the regen rate really not that good. Nova again. Oh, dodges the coil. Sick play by LawLiet. And now the hippos. They have to do the heavy lifting. There is no weapon. There's also no coil. He is destroying these destroyers. And almost the Naga too. But Happy got what he came for. He got that expo. And now Web is finished.
Absolutely, yeah. That's just a tiny error from Happy. I think he could have stayed in that fight a bit longer if he had Web. But his Naga was also getting quite low. So Town Portal yet again used well. Worth it, of course. And LawLiet back down to soon to be 1 base. Another 2 minutes of mining in both the main bases of both players. And then we'll be 1 base yet again, which is probably going to favor Happy because, of course, the heroes are favoring Happy. The nuke is only getting stronger. We're going to have 3-3-2 nukes soon enough, and the Demon Hunter's life is not long for this world.
Can he hold one more time? Even then, is it going to be enough? This is such a big army. Naga should be safe with the potion. We got 2 potions also on the Lich's one. And he's creeping up a little more. LawLiet get a tiny bit more time. Dryads, will they be in position? Hippos, will they be webbed before? No, just scouting a little bit. This is it. This is LawLiet. He has to hold, otherwise he's out, and Happy advances and gets the rematch versus Hawk.
2 fairy dragons on their way out. Interesting from LawLiet. For the statues, I suppose. For the heroes, it's all right. The mana burn going to start us off, but a nice Nova on the hippogriffs that are going to be at least one cut out of position. This is not the best start. The nuke is so strong, Neo.
A little bit of a potion, a little bit of healing, a little bit more time. Lightning shield, that forces focus fire on that abomination. Way too much AoE. Can he save that Demon Hunter? Staff is on cooldown, needs to get it out. Burrow by Happy, as apparently there is no reveal. Yeah, the fairies are decent against the statues, but it's not what's gonna decide this giant trying to chase. But Happy's micro is just crazy good. He finally gets it, but at what cost? That was 2 Dryads. They feed the undead heroes. It's level 6, where we get level 3 aura. Oh, nasty. And the supply advantage is just massive at this point.
Hero focus again seems to be the play. There are no coils. Unfortunately for LawLiet, there's no fork lightning, which would be very powerful. He's going to find a fiend kill. Level 3 mana burn is going to ensure these heroes will be out of mana for quite a while. The potions finding value. Town Portal was already passed over to the Lich. This is a huge supply advantage for Happy currently. We're almost reaching. In fact, we have reached 30 supply advantage, and he's about to knock down the only economy currently for LawLiet.
Oh man, yeah. Tree of Eternity, not mining anymore, not moving over. Happy's natural gold mine, I guess, also empty. That's why he's pulling all the ghouls, all the acolytes. 4 statues on the ground. He could go into more destroyers if he wants to. Needs all that regen. What's left in the tank for the Korean? Will he again be eliminated by Happy, just as last season?
There's no mana again. The mana burns were really nice. There was almost a coil there for a second, and the Demon Hunter could almost die to just a single coil at this stage. Potion used, focus fire. Who needs nukes when you have all these units to focus? Ooh, I think okay, double staff out. There is Rejuve, but the Tree of Life is going to fall. It can be replaced by the Tree of Eternity, and in fact, it will be. The Tree of Eternity is walked over to the natural, and Happy's out in his main base as well, but he's re-expanding at his natural, and still we have this 20... 30 even supply advantage for Happy, and there's going to be more mana on the heroes again.
Happy, the best whack-a-mole player in the world, knocking down these trees of life. 2 or 3 in game 1. Here again, second tree just cut. And the nukes are just insane. 2 statues down on mana, but okay. It always feels like every fight is the last stand, but we're getting closer and closer. Happy chokes him out. There's barely any forces left. LawLiet fighting like a lion. But that should be overwhelming. Hoping for Demon Hunter ultimate doesn't really do much. One focus fire is a dead Dryad at this point. And that is game. Happy in the top 3. We get our rematch in Happy vs. Hawk.
And Happy's back, looking very much in full stride again, looking in shape again, looking really, really strong here. LawLiet with the old school style of Demon Hunter 1 base, which in the past did work fairly well. But nowadays, it just seems like you can't beat Happy unless you have an Expo lead. And here, I mean, he had a good game. This was a very fun second map as well. We had a lot of back and forth. But Happy was kind of in control all the time and got that win pretty convincingly, just like last season. In the Season 6 finals, we also saw him besting LawLiet. There was a 3-0. Today it's a 2-0. Keeps that streak going.
Yeah, it was I won't say entirely close, but LawLiet definitely did his best. It felt like he was holding on the entire time. And, you know, the games went late, but yeah, I think that's a good point that it felt just like last season where the games were going till the main bases were out of gold, but still it was just LawLiet always down in supply, always trying to hold on. Like he had, 80 supply worth of Wellspring Moonwells at nighttime, and he was out of Moonwell mana because he was just eating so much damage on his Demon Hunter. He was just barely scraping by. Yeah, I think the lame approach is much better, which is why I really like how Foggy tends to play against Happy with the Warden hit and run, with the Keeper economic edge. The Demon Hunter, although strong typically, I don't think it's the play against Happy.
Yeah, maybe it has to do with like personal preference. Maybe it is ping conditions that you don't feel comfortable with that. LawLiet with a good tournament. Not an overwhelming tournament, but he's slowly but steady getting out of his slump. Another top 4 performance here. Pretty good, but we're down to the medals. Happy and Hawk both with bronze medal guaranteed. Who's going to reach the grand final versus Focus? That's the question in our next best of 3 coming up. Before we do that, we have to thank a couple of people. Thank you, Hirschbimbo, 54 month of subbing. Northern Burn, thank you for the second time. Matthew Davenport gifting a sub, much love. The Killer Muffin, also with the sub. And Johnny with the €9 donation. Thanks for the broadcast. Thanks for watching, Johnny. Hope you enjoy it. Apparently you do. And we celebrate W3Champions here, in case you think, hey, this Warcraft 3 got a remade, right? I heard there's not too many great things about that. Well, the community stepped up and volunteer coders put something together that is called W3Champions, and that is the best ladder there's ever been for Warcraft 3. We have everything that we wanted from Reforged. A global ladder with 14 servers all across the globe. We got different leagues from Grandmaster to Grass, and excellent matchmaking for 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 4-on-4, FFA, Reign of Chaos, Legion TD, Footman Frenzy, and a bunch of other modes that I keep on forgetting because there's just way too many. And you should play there, W3Champions.com. And if you feel like that is worth supporting, they're currently looking for people taking over the social media and media in general to spread the word about this server, and moderators to keep the server clean. No toxic behavior is allowed there, so people need to go through reports, and you could be one of these helping hands, or you help out with coding itself. That would be required in, I keep on forgetting this, but I got it here, JavaScript, .NET, jQuery, and Rust for network stuff. I'm pretty sure if you know something else, you can help out somehow. I have no idea how coding works. Actually, you type something in and some stuff works. When I tried that, nothing worked, so I gave up on it. You guys will probably know better. You can, of course, support the team financially as well. There's quite some running costs there, especially with servers. We at Back to Warcraft help out with that already, but there's still some uncovered cost. You can join their Patreon. You can send them a one-time donation via PayPal. You can use your cryptocurrency to support them. And did I miss something? I'm not too sure. Join their Discord, ask them how you can help, and make this server even better. We go into a little bit of a break. Time for you to spread the word that the rematch is happening. Can Hawk do it 2 times in 1 weekend and kick Happy out of this tournament, or will we get Happy versus Focus? The question here at the W3 Champions Season 7 Grand Finals. Be right back.